Right, this is page 110, question 3. This topic is called the ellipse, and the ellipse is basically just an oval, so this curve shape here. The question, when you read through it, says we need a semi-ellipse, so it's half an ellipse. If we had a full ellipse, we'd have one big oval, whereas here it's just half of the ellipse, so it's just the top half of the oval. The major axis is 130 millimeters. The minor axis is 100 millimeters, and I'll explain that in a second. So for an ellipse we need two measurements. The major axis, which is going to be a line 130 millimeters long, the minor axis, which is going to be 80 millimeters long. But we actually start off by drawing two circles. For the major circle, it's half of this measurement, which is 65, and then for the minor circle, it's half of this measurement, which is 40. The first thing to do is draw our two circles. The first one, radius 65. So I measure out 65 on the compass and draw the circle. Second one, radius 40. Measure out my 40 millimeter measurement. Here it is. And draw the circle. So that's what's called the major circle and the minor circle. I come along and I draw a line right across the big circle, and that's the major axis. And then I draw a vertical line for the small circle, and that's the minor axis. Then I come along and I get my 30-60 set square. I draw an angle at 30 degrees from the center out, turn it, and then I can draw one at 60 degrees. Turn it again, and I can draw 30 degrees in the opposite direction. And then I need to flip it right the way around, and I come along and draw the 60 degree angle, all from the center out. For each line where it hits the big circle, each of these 4 points, I'm going to draw a vertical line. Vertical, vertical, and vertical. And then where each line hits the little circle on these 4 points, line comes out, hits the small circle, line comes out and hits the small circle, same over here. I'm going to draw horizontal lines, and I'm going to come out and cut the vertical line. So it cuts. It cuts. It cuts it. And it cuts it. And they cut to give me 4 points. I also have the points on the major axis and the points on the minor axis. And I'm going to highlight then the points that you actually draw the curve through. Those are the points for the curve. To draw the curve then, I just freehand draw it through each of those points. And that's the ellipse.